Hello, Facebookers. It is time for class. And today we are in the new office, actually. We are at the Carlsbad location. Sweet. So, as you guys know, I moved up to Bressie Ranch here in Carlsbad, and I am going to be full-time in the Carlsbad office as soon as my son is born. Anytime between now and June 17th, my son will be here. So that means that I am, my bags are packed, ready for the hospital, that whole thing. That's probably why you guys haven't heard too much from me recently, because of that whole transition and everything that's going on. But the idea is that now that I'm living in Carlsbad, just 2 miles from this office, right up the street here in Bressie Ranch, I'm going to be working out of this office much, much more. And eventually I'll be a mainstay here with an office in the Carlsbad location. So, for everybody that's in North County, I encourage you to make note of that. And, we can meet here instead of Mission Valley. And then for everybody down in regular San Diego, we've been together a long time now. Many of us have been working together and meeting regularly in San Diego in the Mission Valley office. I will still be there sometimes for corporate meetings and stuff like that. So yes, we can meet during those times, but I would love to try to find a way that works for everybody if we're not going to be doing screen sharing or anything like that. If a phone call coaching session and or us sharing screens isn't going to work, then we can certainly schedule a time to meet in Mission Valley. But I do want to make a note that I will be in the Carlsbad office much, much more often. And so this is going to be basically my new home. I still have my stuff down in Mission Valley, but a lot of it is just leftovers. So I'll be picking that up soon, and I will be in here full time. So that's that. Today's presentation, today's class is on the listing presentation guide. And I just, like I've been saying for the last few weeks, the total number of listings is going up every single day, right? The total number of sales for last month was 6,900. I would imagine it's going to go up we'll probably get to about 11,000 listings in August. So right now we're still in that part of the year, spring and summer, where everybody gets out there and lists their house. And so I just want to help you guys in terms of what to say, what to bring, how to actually do a listing presentation. And so let's just dive right in. For those who don't already have it, this is the listing presentation guide. It's one of the most valuable things that I've ever put together. It's a combination of some of my stuff, some Mike Ferry stuff, some Buffini stuff, some Tom Ferry stuff. It's all of the top dogs, everybody put into one. Some people teach it as different number of steps, but I've broken it down to 5 steps in terms of the actual comprehensive marketing plan. But for today, let's just focus on the actual prepping for the listing part. So I've got it on the screen here behind me, but I believe that's backwards because of let me do this. No, let's just go with backwards. Who cares? You guys can read backwards. I'm just gonna go through it with you guys anyways. So note that this is not an exact science. You're gonna make it your own. That said, your listing presentation should have at minimum the following items. A comprehensive marketing plan. The 5-step selling process is my comprehensive marketing plan. Ryan Lipsey circulated one that was called the 6-step selling process a few years ago. I think he got that from another big timer. I don't even know who that was, but I thought that was interesting that my process was the same as another big shot in San Diego, meaning that even the top dogs that have been in the business a million years have a very similar process. Selling a house isn't rocket science, right? It's not brain surgery. There's a process to it. Once you get good at it, that's all that really matters. So the very first thing you need to bring with you on the listing presentation is a comprehensive marketing plan. I can give you guys a sample if you don't already have one, but you may or may not want to split your marketing plan into two separate flyers. There are two types of marketing efforts, online and traditional. Traditional marketing consists of signage, open houses, door knocking, mail marketing, online, and traditional, right? Excuse me, online is different. It's more related to social media marketing, paid and or organic traffic to your website, and third-party sites like Craigslist, Military by Owner, Backpage, and so on. So to recap what I'm saying, there are two different approaches. Some of it is just a digital approach, and most customers won't understand the digital approach to marketing. And then the other side of the coin is getting out there and door knocking and meeting the neighbors and beating the streets, right? Beating the pavement. Is that the saying? Anyways, the most valuable thing I think you can do when you get a listing is to door knock the neighbors. The whole point of doing that is so that you can show those neighbors what a Billy badass you are, that you just got that listing in the neighborhood and what you're gonna do for that seller, and impress them so much so that they will want to list their house with you. That's done through door knocking. Obviously, face-to-face, belly-to-belly is the most important form of communication. Sure, you can call them, sure, you can send them mailers, but that sort of stuff is much less important than actually door knocking. And I get it. Door knocking is very, very difficult. It's hard to get out of your shell, especially on a rainy day like this. You don't want to do it, and I'm not blaming you. In terms of just being able to be in the mindset to get in front of people, what I've noticed, especially for myself, you can see how tall I am. I'm taller than this TV. I mean, I look like a giant. People don't want to answer the door. Dress comfortably. I'm wearing jeans today, a polo shirt, right? That sort of stuff really makes you a lot more approachable when you go into these situations where you're trying to door knock. Oh, did I lose the screen? There we go. So anyways, that's the beginnings of the listing prep guide. Let me go into the next part, which is bringing a copy of the old MLS printout for the subject property. So section number 2, let's scroll a little bit so we can see more of it. Right? Bring a copy of the old MLS printout for the subject property if it's available, meaning if the house has already been sold several times on the MLS or a very much like kind property maybe through a wired connect. Here we go. Connection available. There we go. Something happened. It got better now.
Are you on 2 or 5 Wi-Fi?
I can't go to that right now because I'm doing a Facebook Live, but I'll check it afterward. It's good now. The orange bar went away. All right, guys. I don't know if that went fuzzy or not, but we're back in action. Bring a copy of the old MLS printout for your subject property for obvious reasons, right? If the house has already been on the MLS multiple times, you want to bring that old MLS printout just so you can confirm the property listing details. It will make your life a million times easier when you go to put the house onto the MLS.